Hello, Internet.
Today is April 9th, which is my best friend Melanie's birthday, and normally I'd be celebrating and hanging out with her all today, and you'd have footage of that, but I won't actually see her till like next weekend because she lives down in Oregon where she's working on getting her pre-med because she's amazing and brilliant and far more talented than I am. She's totally like the Hermione Granger to my... I'm not Harry Potter because I'm definitely not the chosen one, so I guess that makes me Ron Weasley. I guess that works. She's kind of like my heterosexual life partner. So since I can't talk to her today, I figured we'd just talk about love and kind of why it's stupid. I mean, not love itself, because love itself is awesome, but the word love is pretty dumb. Think about it for a moment. You have this really complex emotion that takes many different forms, and it evolves and shifts and changes, and yet despite this, we use one generic blanket term to describe all of it. I, for one, am a very affectionate person. I love my friends very dearly, and I will tell them so. But then you run into this weirdness of, say you started dating one of your friends. I suddenly can't say I love you to that person because now that we're dating, it suddenly has a completely different connotation, and where I might be like, oh my god, I love you. For me, as a friend, that's like, you're awesome and fantastic and our energies are awesome together. But when you're in a relationship, it becomes this weird thing of like, if you tell someone I love you, it suddenly means like, oh god, let's get married and have children and spend a life together and just be completely intertwined until we suffocate and die. You suddenly become that crazy person because you can't just suddenly tell someone you've been dating very shortly, I love you, because then you're Ted Mosby. So then you get in this weird situation of suddenly you can't use the same verbiage you've been using with them because now that you have changed the parameters of your relationship, it's suddenly like far more invested into, say, a romantic entanglement with this person than you may actually be. When you're really just trying to re-express what you express all the time of, hey, I really appreciate your general existence. Telling someone you appreciate their general existence just kind of sounds weird, but I wish we had verbiage for that. Like common verbiage that didn't get you a strange like, Love is this awesome, epic thing in almost all forms, minus the extremely creepy, selfish version of it, but love in general is this great, fantastic thing that just grows when you share it. And the fact that you can't tell a friend you just met that you in some way love them is annoying. And I think it's because we put so much weight and so much pressure on that idea of love. It's something you have to safeguard, you can't give it away to everyone. And I'm like, but that's what will make the world a better place. Obviously not the same, like, it's not the same thing, but I have no other word for it because we don't have that. Our language is so ridiculously limited to just use one blanket term for an emotion that has so many degrees, I can't even count all of them, let alone list them. I mean, heck, you're my strange internet family, and I love you dearly. Like, I don't even know most of you. Even if I've never actually spoken with you, I still appreciate your existence, and I wish we had verbiage for that. I wish we had language for that. We get so like emotionally constipated because we don't have a way to express something without worrying that we're making ourselves too vulnerable or making too big of a commitment when really all we want to do is say you're alive and in my life and I am happy for that. No strings attached. Call me a My Little Pony or Care Bear, guys, but I wish we could just freaking love each other and not have it be a big freaking deal. The fact that we put so much pressure on romantic love then makes this bizarre pressure on every other form of it, and you're afraid to use that word regardless what capacity, and it's so dumb. I guess that's just one of my biggest frustrations, is there is really no other word for that. I think humans, for the most part, are pack animals. And it's this bizarre notion that we're gonna be pack animals and be social and be around each other the entire time and never have a way to communicate on a completely casual level that you love someone. And you know what? On that, love should be able to be casual. It should not always be this, like, novel of, oh, and he went and slew the dragon, or she went and defeated the evil witch for love. Oh, all of these things. No, it shouldn't have to be a storybook. Love is common, and I feel like I'm about to quote Love Actually because it really is all around, and yet we still refuse to talk about it because it's just this stupid weighted word. It's only 4 letters. 4 stupid letters cannot possibly convey infinity. So my challenge to you today is to find somebody, be it ever so small or grand, and tell them that you appreciate them in your life. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to do that one thing that I extremely hate and call my best friend and tell her that I'm happy she was born. I'll see you guys tomorrow.